Does this sound familiar? It's 3 a.m., and once again you find yourself shuffling half asleep toward the bathroom. And this isn't the first time tonight. This constant interruption doesn't just steal your sleep, it robs you of your energy, focus, and vitality for the next day. You feel the frustration build with every step in the dark, while your partner is fast asleep in a deep, peaceful slumber. You ask yourself, why me? Is this just a normal part of getting older? Many believe so, and they surrender to constant exhaustion and the fear of stumbling in the dark. They convince themselves they'll never get a full night of uninterrupted sleep again. But I'm here to tell you something very important. It doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to accept a life of broken sleep and tired days. I'm Dr. Huda, a nutrition and women's health expert, and for over 22 years, I've worked to understand the mysteries of the bladder and urinary tract system. I've seen thousands of women and men just like you who feel desperate and see no way out. But time and time again, I've witnessed incredible transformations. Today, I'm not here to give you general advice. Instead, I'm sharing a fundamental strategy from urology. A smarter and, more importantly, a crucial method for when to drink water to finally help you reclaim your nights. It's a simple, logical technique, yet it's unknown to so many that you'll wonder, how did I not know this before? Stick with me because this information won't just change your nights, it could change your entire life. But before I give you the solution, I want you to truly understand the scale of the problem. Did you know that up to 70% of adults over the age of 60 wake up at least once every night to urinate? And for many of them, it's 2, 3, or even more times. This condition has a medical name, nocturia, and I want to be very clear. Despite how common it is not normal. It's not just a small price to pay for aging. It's an alarm bell ringing in the night, a warning sign from your body. Ignoring this alarm has consequences more serious than you might imagine. Stay with me until the end, and I will reveal not just why this happens, but the exact strategy, the method we train our patients with to break this exhausting cycle. I promise, this final revelation could change your nights forever. Part 1. The silent epidemic and its hidden dangers. We call nocturia a silent epidemic for a good reason. People don't talk about it. They suffer in silence with a sense of shame or resignation. But in my clinic, I hear the real stories. I hear about Mahmoud, a 74-year-old grandfather who loved wood carving but had to stop because his hands became too shaky from lack of sleep. And I hear about Layla, a 69-year-old retired nurse who fell and broke her hip on one of her nightly trips to the bathroom, an accident that cost her her independence. These aren't just stories, they're painful realities. The problem is much bigger than just feeling tired. Let's talk honestly about the hidden risks behind these nightly trips. First, the risk of falling in the dark. When you're half asleep, your balance is very poor. The path to the bathroom becomes an obstacle course, a rug, a piece of furniture, and the result can be a life-changing injury. For older adults, a broken hip can be the beginning of a rapid decline. Second, the impact on your mental health. Deep sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. During deep sleep, your brain performs maintenance. It solidifies memories and removes toxins that have accumulated throughout the day. When your sleep is interrupted night after night, this process doesn't happen correctly. The result is mental fogginess, difficulty concentrating, poor memory, and in the long run, a higher risk of neurodegenerative diseases. It's not age that makes you feel scattered, it's a lack of quality sleep. Third, the strain on your heart. Every time you wake up suddenly, your body releases stress hormones, raising your blood pressure and heart rate. If this happens multiple times every night, you are putting your cardiovascular system under constant strain. Numerous studies link severe nocturia with an increased risk of hypertension and heart disease. And finally, the emotional toll. Chronic exhaustion robs you of your joy and can turn you into someone irritable, anxious, and even lead to depression. It distances you from what you love and from your family, trapping you in a cycle of fatigue that's hard to break. You stop being yourself. So why does this happen as we get older? For several reasons. First, your body produces less ADH, an antidiuretic hormone, at night. This hormone tells your kidneys to slow down urine production while you sleep. With less of it, the urine factory keeps running at full capacity. Second, your bladder capacity may decrease. And third, what many people don't know is fluid redistribution. If you have mild swelling in your ankles during the day, that fluid doesn't just disappear. When you lie down, gravity stops holding it in your legs. It returns to your bloodstream, passes through your kidneys, and ends up in your bladder, waking you up hours later. Now that you understand the seriousness of the issue and the science behind it, we are ready to tear down the myths and build the solution. Part 2. Breaking the myths, the mistakes that make it worse. Before I reveal the correct strategy, we need to stop making mistakes. Most people, with good intentions, make errors that actually worsen nocturia. Let's break down the 3 most common myths together. Myth number 1. To avoid peeing at night, I should drink as little water as possible during the day. This is the most common and most damaging mistake. It seems logical, right? Less water in means less urine out. But your body isn't that simple. When you become dehydrated during the day, your urine becomes very concentrated. This concentrated urine irritates the bladder walls, like pouring lemon juice on a wound. This irritation signals the bladder to say, "Go now," even when it's not full. Furthermore, when you finally drink in the evening to quench your accumulated thirst, your body, which has been in conservation mode, tries to process all that fluid at once, and it often does so at night. It's an ironic paradox. Drinking less during the day can lead to more nightly trips. Myth number 2, the problem is that I have a small bladder. I've always been this way. While some people may have a functionally smaller bladder capacity, in most cases of nocturia in adults, the problem isn't the size of the tank, the bladder, but rather the speed of the factory on the kidneys at night, as we discussed earlier. The lack of the ADH hormone and the return of fluids from the legs are the real culprits. You could have the largest bladder in the world, but if your kidneys are producing nonstop, you will still wake up. Blaming a small bladder is an excuse that prevents you from addressing the root of the problem, and you don't have to live with it. Myth number 3. A small glass of wine or beer helps me relax and sleep. It can't be that bad. This myth is very dangerous. Although alcohol might make you feel drowsy at first, it actually ruins your sleep, especially concerning urination. Alcohol is a powerful diuretic, but even worse, it completely shuts down the secretion of the ADH hormone. So when you drink alcohol before bed, you are combining 2 disastrous things. First, you're adding fluid. Second, you are disabling the brakes that stop your body from producing urine at night. It's the perfect recipe for nocturia. Additionally, alcohol ruins the quality of your sleep and often wakes you up in the second half of the night, exactly when your bladder says, "Enough." Avoiding alcohol, especially in the hours before bed, is one of the most effective changes you can make. Now that you know what not to do, you've come a long way. You've cleared the obstacles. Are you ready for the strategy that really works? If you've made it this far and are committed to transforming your nights, write "I want peaceful sleep" in the comments. I'll know who the members of this group are who have decided to reclaim their sleep. And don't forget to subscribe to the Mujaraba with Kubra channel if you haven't already, as I will later reveal additional secrets that I only share with my subscribers. Step 4. Take supportive techniques. Here we add smart touches to enhance the effectiveness of hydration. First, add natural salts in the morning. Hydration isn't just about drinking water, it's about that water reaching your cells. Mineral salts, electrolytes, help with this. The idea is simple. In your first glass of water in the morning, add a pinch, and I emphasize just a pinch, of unrefined sea salt and a little lemon juice. The salt provides sodium, which helps your cells absorb water, and the lemon provides potassium. This makes your morning hydration more effective and reduces evening thirst. Second, smart dinner. Avoid the saboteurs. What you eat for dinner is just as important as what you drink. Avoid spicy or acidic foods, as they can irritate the bladder. Sugar and simple carbohydrates increase urine production. Water-rich foods like soups, watermelon, and cucumber are best eaten earlier in the day. Chocolate and caffeine are bladder stimulants, and of course, no coffee, tea, or fizzy drinks. Choose a dinner rich in protein and cooked vegetables. This keeps your blood sugar stable and doesn't weigh you down. There you have it, the complete water method. It's not magic, it's applied science. But wait, what I'm about to reveal will dramatically multiply your results. Part 4. Supportive techniques to boost results. If the water method is the engine, these techniques are the high-performance tires that multiply its effectiveness. The first supportive technique is double voiding. Have you ever gone to the bathroom right before bed, only to feel the need to go again 20 minutes later? That's because you didn't fully empty your bladder. The technique is simple and powerful. Before you go to bed, go to the bathroom. Sit on the toilet. Yes, men too. Sitting relaxes your pelvic floor muscles and allows for a deeper void. When you're finished, don't stand up immediately. Wait 30 to 60 seconds. Relax, then lean forward slightly and try to urinate again. You'll be surprised how often more comes out. That little bit extra can be the difference between a peaceful night's sleep and waking up at 3 a.m. Make this a daily ritual. The second supportive technique, gravity assist. Remember the fluid that returns from your legs? We can get ahead of that process. The solution: elevate your legs above heart level an hour or two before bed while reading or watching TV. Use pillows or prop your feet up on the sofa or bed. This uses gravity to your advantage, encouraging fluids to return to circulation before you fall asleep. Your kidneys will process them, and you can get rid of them with the double voiding technique. You are proactively draining your legs so they don't do it at your bladder's expense while you're asleep. Wearing compression socks during the day also helps a lot in preventing fluid buildup. The third supportive technique, salt control. We use a pinch of salt in the morning, but excessive salt in your diet is a disaster for night urination. When you eat too much salt, your body retains water to dilute it, making you feel thirstier and drink more. In addition, your kidneys work overtime to get rid of this salt and need water to do so, which then turns into urine. Review processed foods, cured meats, and ready meals. Cooking at home gives you control. Reducing salt doesn't just help your bladder, it also helps your blood pressure. We've now uncovered the truth about night urination. It's not just an inconvenience, it's a life thief. We've torn down the myths that once held you captive, and I've given you the keys. The water method and supportive techniques will give you back control. I remember my patient Mahmoud, a wood sculptor. Just 2 weeks after applying this protocol, he called me, his voice stronger. He said, "Dr. Hoda, last night I slept for 7 continuous hours." 7 hours! I had forgotten what that felt like. This morning my hands weren't shaking. I'm back in my workshop. I'm not just regaining my sleep. I feel like I'm back to life. This transformation is possible for you starting tonight. Reclaiming your sleep is a decision to apply what you've learned. Your action plan, Wake Up Initiative. Most fluids before 4 p.m. A. Aligned with your body's rhythm. Go to bed early. T. Gradual transition. Reduce fluids in the afternoon and respect the sacred zone. 2 hours before bed with no fluids. E. Take supportive techniques. Elevate your legs and reduce salt. R. Add natural salts, a pinch of salt and lemon in the morning. You have the knowledge. You have the tools. The power to change your nights is in your hands. You don't have to give up. If this information has helped you, I ask for 3 simple things. First, hit the like button so this video can reach those who need it. Second, subscribe to the Healthy Food Secrets channel and don't miss other life-changing tips. Third, and this is very important to me, write in the comments right now. How many times do you wake up to urinate each night? Share your number. There is no shame here, just a community that completely understands what you're going through. When you write that, you're not just taking the first step yourself, you're helping others know they are not alone in this battle. But before you go, you must watch the next video on the screen, because if you don't apply what I'll teach you there, everything you've learned here will be for nothing. Thank you for your trust and your time. Now get ready for the best night's sleep you've had in years. You deserve it. This is Dr. Huda, an experienced practitioner, because sleep is the foundation of a healthy life.